Hey, English 102, welcome to week 2. So first, let me say congratulations on making it this far. The first week of classes can be really daunting, so I'm glad you're still with me. The second thing I want to show you, or start with in this video, is our calendar. So as always, our most current week is right up here at the top. So these are all the things that I'm hoping that you're able to accomplish in the next week. I'm going to go ahead and start with discussion board number 2. As always, your discussion boards become available to you on Tuesday, and they are due by that following Monday. In this one, of course, just like all of them, there's information on what you should do in the message box, the subject line, and then how to reply. And then, as always, our weekly materials, the things specifically that you should be working on this week, are always posted at the bottom of our discussion board. So we're going to work through what some of these things are so you know how to access them, where, and why they're important. So I had everyone take a survey so that we could come to the 4 topics that we're going to be working with in the first 2/3 of our semester. So I've posted the information here so that you can look at both the raw data, the actual percentages of which question, or for question 1 anyway, which ones things that people wanted, and question 2 things that people didn't. And I came to these 4 at the top as the 4 general categories we're going to work with in both our annotated bibliography teams and in our debates. Beyond that, the next thing that you should be working on this week is really getting a better understanding of the annotated bibliography assignment. So you'll see that's the second link in discussion board, but also so that you're aware of how our Blackboard works. If you click the link that says writing projects and assignments, there's a whole folder that houses all the materials for our annotated bibliography team project. The difference between the folder and the discussion board. The discussion board will only have the links for the things that you need in this week, in week 2, whereas the folder has all of the materials for the project overall. So just so that you understand the difference between where things are located. All right, so it's my hope that you're following along, and we're going to look at the annotated bibliography overview. That is what it is I'm asking you to do. There's a video that explains it in detail that's posted in the folder as well. But each of your groups are going to work together to create a 20-source annotated bibliography. I've listed all the requirements here as far as what the sources should be, what the format should be, and kind of what the process should be. So I'm going to walk you through these steps here. And the first step is going to be to find your group assignment and join your Google Doc so that you can start talking with each other and getting to know each other and making some decisions on how it's going to be best for your group to communicate. That's one of the first things that I want you to get done this week. So before Monday, everyone should have talked to each other either via text message or email, or at least on the Google Doc, and made some decisions about how you're going to communicate as a group. You are not required to meet with each other, not in person or not in teams individually yet. So just keep that in mind, but you are required to communicate, to talk to one another. Step 2 will be putting the draft of the annotated bibliography together and meeting with me for your conference, which will take place in teams. And then step 3 is the revision and final submission of the group assignment. So let's see how you get to those teams. So in the discussion board, right? You'll see the link where it says research team assignments. It's also located in the folder as well, where it says annotated bibliography group members and topic assignments. I have a lot of English 102 classes. So in this document, first find your class section, either IN1 or IN3, and then locate your name in one of the teams. Once you've located your name, you'll have both your general topic that your team will be working with, as well as the link to your Google Doc. So each group has been provided a document. You can see that some groups have already gotten started, right? So what I want you to do for this week is to make sure that you're talking, again, about how you're going to communicate, but also about what you might narrow your topic to. So for instance, if you were given the topic of entertainment, you then have to come down to what specifically in entertainment you want to work with. Do we want to work with movies? Do we want to work with TV? Do we want to work with music? Do we want to work with some type of art? Do we want to work with the NFL because the games are awesome over the weekend? What do you want to do? And then from that, just cover a research question that's going to be interesting and unique and focused within that question. So to help you with that, I have also posted a video in the discussion board. Sorry, wrong thing. That shows you how to formulate good research questions. You'll see that right there where it says the YouTube video. So I would watch that as well. So those are your goals this week. 2, do your discussion board number 2. Just going to help you think about those topics for your annotated bibliography projects, to read the entire assignment so that you know what you're getting into, to comment something on your group's Google Doc, particularly thinking about how you will communicate with each other and what you might want to focus on for your assignment. And then we have a couple of other things that I want you to do in terms of preparing for things that we're going to talk about moving forward this semester. So you'll see down here, there are 2 other videos. One is about cognitive biases, and the other is about the overview of what an annotated bibliography is. So those are all things that you should be completing this week. The last thing on there is a team conference sign-up sheet. So all of you will have conferences with me where you and all of your group members and me jump together in teams, and we're going to look at a copy of your proposal assignment, which you'll be working on next week. And we'll talk about what you have questions about, and I'll ask you questions so that when we leave that conference, you should feel really good about what your group is doing and about moving toward the final submission of your annotated bibliography. So after you talk to your team members and look at the times that are available on that conference link, you should all pick a time where everyone can come to. Now, that's the ideal. It doesn't always work like that. It's okay to sign up for more than one time if, let's say, 3 need to come one day and 2 need to come at some other time. But if you can all come at the same time, that's great. If there's not a time on the conference sign-up sheet that works for you, because I know everybody's lives are busy and complicated, please email me and we'll figure something out. And that's all I have for week 2. As always, if any questions, comments, or concerns pop up, give me an email, and good luck to you.